sys, okay, and it will be the exact copy of the RAM memory, okay. And thing is that previously when there was only Windows 7 systems, not like Windows 10 and all. So thing is that what you can do is that one of the way by which you can kind of let's say turn that hibernate functionality turn on is that I think the command is power cfg -h on. Okay, so this is the command power cfg -h on, and if you execute this, what it will do is that it will start the hibernation feature of that window. So right now this is, I think this is not getting supported in this Windows 7 because the hardware limitation, but it is there. Like Windows actually provides. So you can, what you can do is that you can turn on that feature using and turn off that feature in power safety -h off. Okay, and you can turn it by power safety -h on. Okay, and what it will do is that if you turn that on, so it will provide you a new feature over here. So rather than just shut down, you will get another feature, hibernate. Okay, and if you do that, the system will hibernate, and it will save the RAM memory in the C drive, and the name of that file where it will save that will be fill.sys. Okay, fill.sys, and it will be the exact copy of the RAM memory. So going back, let's say 10 years back, when I was doing certain kind of investigation for a few other companies, a lot of systems were Windows 7. And now if I need to take the RAM memory and need to do certain investigation, what I was doing was that I was not actually kind of, let's say, executing any kind of memory capture tool to kind of get the memory. But what I was doing was that I was actually executing power cfg -h on the system and just hibernating that system. Okay. And once I hibernate the system, what will happen is that Windows will by default create the fill.sys for me on a C drive. And next time when I turn it on, let's say I take the image of that host, what it will do is that I will have the exact copy of the RAM image, and I can parse that and let's say figure out a lot of details from there, like what malware is running, or let's say the credentials and all, whatever it is there on that RAM memory at that moment of time. Okay. So now the thing is like what difference now, what has happened in the Windows 10 is that if there's any system that support Windows hibernation on, and you want to capture the memory, so what it will do is that it will create the fill.sys for you even now in the Windows 10. But the only catch is that that file will be actually encrypted. Okay, so it will be not be possible to kind of decrypt that file easily and kind of get the artifacts from there. Okay, so that file previously was in plain text format, but now the thing is that that file is actually in the encrypted format. So it is not that easy to kind of investigate few things in the latest let's say operating system. But there are certain other techniques to do that. But overall, I just wanted to kind of give you an idea that those artifacts are there, what you will kind of encountering in the Windows 7, but it's kind of little bit little bit changed. So the prefetch file is kind of compressed, the hiber file is kind of encrypted. So to decompress that and kind of understand that a little bit different from the tools that you will kind of be used normally for Windows XP or let's say Windows 7. Okay, but 90% of the thing, 95% of the thing will remain same. And even if it has changed, there are easy steps to kind of handle those things out. Like for the prefetch file, if it is kind of compressed, all you need to do is that you just decompress that and then you parse that. The same way how you do that in Windows 7. Okay, so that's a quick kind of discussion about what all things has kind of changed from Windows 7 to Windows 10. And guys, again, like I hope I am audible. I don't see any kind of notification. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to kind of interrupt and kind of ask that. Okay, so now let me go to the next topic. Let me see what next I need to kind of share with you guys. Okay, so now what we'll be doing is that we will be executing one tool. The name of the tool is Cape malware. Cape exe. Cape is not a malware. It is a window forensic tool, and we'll try to kind of understand that Cape tool, and we'll try to see how it can be kind of useful for our investigation. Okay, and the thing is that this is a real time thing. So what I mean by real time is that whenever in the real incident right now, whenever you will be kind of dealing with any kind of investigation where you need to kind of investigate a window host, always try to kind of investigate that using the cape.exe software. Okay, uh, so right now even I also use that for any kind of Windows operating system based investigation. I use software to kind of investigate that. Okay, and this is the latest software which will be really useful for you guys too. So let me quickly start that and kind of explain that cape.exe to you guys. And yeah, so let me quickly do that. And thing is that guys, right now, one of the thing I'd like to mention is that the discussion that we are going to have, let's say in next 3 classes, will be much more lab oriented and little bit theory oriented. There are certain theories that I need to cover. Okay, but the issue is that earlier where I was doing something like, let's say, once I started some lab thing and then I was proceeding with the theory and then going to the lab part, that won't be possible at least for next 2 to 3 classes. Okay, so that's the reason the next time when I deal with the theory, it will be more like theory. Let's say for 3 hour classes, maybe like let's say 2 hour or 2.5 hours will be, let's say, only theory, for an example. Okay, I can't club it right now, so don't feel bored, because those theory will be really important, even to kind of understand, let's say, vulnerability assessment or all the other details. I can't club with the window forensics and kind of make it cover both the things quickly, because otherwise if I start covering the lab of the windows and start covering the theory of the vulnerability assessment, it will be very complicated, and it will be kind of little bit not easier to understand. So this time I'll be kind of devoting more time to the lab part, and few classes will be more devoted time to the theory part. It will not be a mix right now going forward for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so I hope you guys, I just wanted to say all this thing to you. So give me 1 second. So let me quickly share my kind of share that cape.exe guys. That's software with you guys and how to kind of use that. So give me 1 second. I'm just setting up that thing for you. Just give me 1 second. Okay, the cape.exe is already shared, and let me just quickly do one thing. Let me share that also on the materials folder. So give me 1 second. Share cape.exe. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. It should be visible now. And okay, so thing is that in that folder, the materials folder, I am uploading the cape.zip now. Okay, so you should be able to kind of download that either from the drive or what you can